Welcome everyone to Epik Friday night. This is the final round. Here we have Creighton on the left piloting some Orcust slop with Azamina, Mitsu. I think he plays the Dark Magician of Destruction engine now. He's playing probably Horus still. Yeah, he's playing a lot of BS. And we see Aiden on the left piloting Lunalight. As you can see, his hand is full of Lunalight cards, and we're going to see Creighton special summon out the Diabell by sending the Mitsurugi ritual to the graveyard, which either it's dead or it signals he has Kusanagi and could potentially grab it back. And then he's going to set and then activate the Deception. From here, we're going to see Azamina, oh, I call her Azamina, Diabell get banished in order to summon the D-Mod. People say D-Mock, which is a totally different card. Make sure you say the D at the end. But this is going to grab him the Glaze of Timaeus. From here, we're going to go ahead and see him tribute a Nibiru, which is kind of interesting. Actually, maybe not, right? Because this could get him Murcielago, which gets him a Wanted, and then he can link off. Yeah, I mean, this doesn't seem too bad. So from here, he's going to activate the Hollow Azamina to go ahead and fusion, quote-unquote fusion summon, by sending Azamina cards on the field to the grave, or Sinful Spoils, I believe. And we are going to see a Dominus Impulse be activated on the Hollow Azamina. But sadly, I wonder, should he have waited for the Harp Horror? Although it is just very possible that Creighton was just gonna summon the Ilya Silva, so yeah, maybe that was still kind of correct. But then, like, yeah, he needed like the Glaze. I don't know. It's really rough. The Impulse there is going to at least stop a little of what's going on here, but not enough. Here, now Creighton's going to go and link off after searching the Babel with the Galatea into the Galatea Link 2. From here, Harp Horror is going to go ahead and summon out Gearsu from the deck, and then Gearsu is going to go ahead and dump a copy of the Orcust Nightmare. Now, what do you do? Do you shuffle back the Harp Horror and grab Crescendo? It looks like you do. So, the likelihood of him ending with IP plus Link 4 is probably high, although I don't see enough gas for him to do so, but we'll see. So here he's going to summon out Enel Gearsu, and then we're going to go ahead and summon out the Galatea Eye back. From here he's going to link summon these two into... no, this is going to be a Link 4, right? Enel Gearsu? Yeah. And then from here we're going to see him banish the Nightmare, targeting the Enel Gearsu to go ahead and dump a World Wand. Or no, Symbol Skeleton. Symbol Skeleton now is going to go ahead and special summon out the Galatea. And then from here, he's going to go ahead and go for the Dingirsu. Dingirsu effect now is going to go ahead and put back the Symbol Skeleton under it. And then I think that might be it for his plays. I mean, he has a Mind Control. He has a Crescendo, which is an Omni. And now he's going to get a Wanted draw. If the Wanted draw is good, though, like, he could keep going, right? Like, imagine if it's Habakiri or Pre-Prep. Oh my god, that would be nasty. Looks like he does not. Nah, looks like he's just going to set another card, activate the effect to go ahead and put back the Orcust Nightmare to the hand, and then pass. Hayden, pointing at the Fualas that he just drew. He's going to activate the Fua here. I don't think this is a good play, because then Creighton could just chain Glaze, right? But looks like he decides not to. Here we're going to see Fractal activate, though, and that's going to dump a Silverhound. Silverhound effect is going to go ahead and activate to attempt to summon from the deck. Looks like Creighton's thinking of crescendoing the card. But he could always crescendo the gold, Leo, right? Huh. Aiden over here begging for that to go through. Although there's benefits to him using Crescendo on the Silverhound, right? Because it would banish the monster, which means Aiden would lose his spell trap negate. So yeah, no, that's pretty good actually. From here, we're going to see him normal summon the Gold Leo. Never needed it anyways. But if this is oh no, it looks like it resolves. Because I was going to say, if it gets Imperm, then he might be cooked. But looks like he's all good. Okay. So now he's going to go ahead and dump the Yellow Martin. Yellow Martin effect to add is going to grab him, what, Lunalight Fusion? I believe so. Crane has 2 monsters from the extra deck. But no, it looks like he is going to go ahead and add the Masquerade. From here, Masquerade effect is going to... Well, it's just going to... Oh, no, that's Heavy Poly. Oops. Okay. Yeah, wasn't expecting the Heavy Poly right away. But it looks like he's just going to make the Perfume Dancer, right? Oh, no. He is going balls deep, taking 7,500 points of damage to summon a Liger Dancer here. But you have to imagine that the Liger Dancer is not too good in this spot with the Dingirsu being available here. Now he's going to activate the Masquerade. He's going to go ahead and activate the effect to dump, which could dump Black Sheep, I guess, or maybe Peacock. Yeah, I guess it's going to be Peacock, because that could get him 2 level 4s on the field. So Peacock is going to go ahead and summon out the Gold Leo, I believe. Yeah. And then chain the effect of Liger Dancer to blow up the field, which... Again, it's just going to proc the Dingirsu to protect here. Okay. And now from here, we're going to go ahead and see him probably activate the Yellow Martin, no? Looks like he's wanting to go for a Tiger King. Yeah, you know, this is one thing that I don't like about Lunalight, is the fact that your extra deck is just kind of tied for you to just be able to go harder instead of having utility. Like, the only utility monster that you could argue is SP, Dagaris in this instance. Some people play Proxy F Magician, but that's not really utility in my explanation. That is more you just continuing the combo further, right? Yeah, just not a lot of options. From here, though, we are going to see Creighton quick effect to steal the Dagaris. And then Aiden is just going to scoop it up from here. Yeah, because next turn, Creighton can just go for a Boral Sword and Dingirsu still protects. Even if he destroyed these by battle, he gets like tons of follow-up, so it's just honestly not worth it. So we're going to go straight into game number 2. Alright. So game number 2, we are going to see Aiden this time start, and unfortunately he drew into the Serenade Dance with his Foolish Burial Goods, but I guess this will just be free discards. Or, well, I guess Foolish Burial Goods is not a bad card here because of the Lunalight Perfume. From here, Lunalight Perfume is going to go ahead and discard the Serenade, banish itself for cost to go and search, and that's going to grab him a Gold Leo. And luckily, he doesn't get drolled. Gold Leo now is going to go ahead and activate its effect to search for a Lunalight and then discard a card. So, search the Silverhound and then discard the Silverhound. Chainlink 1 Silverhound, Chainlink 2 Swallows, Chainlink 3 Serenade Dance to discard... Okay, he discards Yellow Martin, yeah. It discards as an effect, not for cost. So that's why he waited a second in case Crane had either had another Fua or an Ash. So now we're going to see Kaleido Chick summon, and then Yellow Martin's going to go and search for a Lunalight card. Oh, no, he summons double Kaleido. Okay, one from Serenade, one from Silverhound. And he chooses not to activate Yellow Martin. Okay. Looks like he missed his chance there. From here, we're going to see Kaleido Chick activate its effect to go ahead and dump and copy the name. It looks like he wanted to go for the wolf. Yeah, he's still debating here. Perhaps Black Sheep, yeah, I was going to say is the correct call. But he has 2 of these, so like he has... enough resources to go for him. So here we see Gold Leo add back and then activate the Black Sheep from the hand now. Black Sheep's getting the Poly. You might want to activate Kaleido to send the fusion so that you can negate a potential Dominus Impulse, right? So it looks like he is going to go ahead and do so. See, Aiden knows how to play pretty well here. If there's anything he knows at the current moment, it's Lunalight. And he already has Tiger. That's amazing. So here we're going to see Poly activate the effect. And luckily for him, Well, he already used Gold Leo effect, right? So it's not like he would get the effect off. So maybe it's best to use Gold Leo, but it looks like he's not going to. Yeah, here he's gonna go Perfume, Chainlink 2 Kaleido, and then this is gonna add him the Poly and a Lunalight Perfume. Again, he didn't add off the Yellow Martin. If he had Masquerade on top of this, he would have been like in there. Now we're gonna see him reborn. The Kaleido chick, the one that was summoned off the Silverhound is gone. So now if he wants, he can go and make a Tiger King. Here now we see the Tiger activate the effect. What's this summoning back? Looks like it's going to be another Kaleido chick. Kaleido chick here is going to dump a monster, which is going to be this time what? Another copy of Yellow Martin. And then activate the Perfume Dancer, add back Tiger. Now we're going to go for another Poly. One of these monsters is Liger, or Leo Dancer, so he's going to go for the first Liger Dancer of the turn. And then from here, I mean, he still has a lot of plays. Here we see Tiger target the Kaleido chick, special summon itself out to the field, effective Kaleido chick to dump. What are we going to see here? We're going to see Gold Leo be dumped to the graveyard. Effective Yellow Martin, bounce back to Tiger, special summon, and then we're going to see him activate Poly. Oh no, Poly was supposed to be in the grave, I guess. So then now he's going to go search again off the Lunalight Perfume, discarding the Tiger. From here, we're going to see him fusion summon out here, banishing 4 from the grave for another Liger Dancer. And now he can go ahead and overlay 2 for a Baguska if he pleases. So there we go. We got the ideal setup. Under Fuwalos, he gave him a few draws. I think that was, what, 5? But I think it's worth it because it's kind of hard to beat this board, even when you have infinite engine like Creighton does, right? So we are going to go ahead and now see him continue here. This is going to start with what though? Like, do you have Wanted? Do you have Prayers? What are you gonna do? I might need to pick a better location for the camera because it keeps getting bumped. Creighton taking his time, but he is going to go ahead and activate the Prayers. So Mitsurugi is one of those decks that can play around the Baguska pretty well, right? But it's like a hit or miss sometimes. Here now we're going to see Habakiri activate its effect. Special summoning out the Saji, tributing the Saji, and then from here, he's going to go ahead and grab what exactly? He's going to grab Mirror, which means he already has Murakumo in hand? Okay. But what does Murakumo do for you here? I guess you're just trying to put as many bodies down as possible. Or perhaps he already drew the Ritual, right? That has to be it. Yeah, he already drew the Ritual. Is this going to allow him to summon Habakiri from hand, or is he going to summon from deck tributing the Habakiri? Aiden's debating on, activating a effect here. Looks like Silverhound will be utilized to negate the activation. If Creighton has another one, he can activate another one, but I think he only plays one in the deck. Let's see here. Now he's going to activate... Oh, I look like he wanted to go for the Mirror here. He will. So, Mirror gets activated. We're going to see him tribute the Habakiri in the hand to special summon out the Murakumo. Habakiri effect Chainlink 1, and Murakumo can activate, but it would just be negated. So, we're going to see Aiden drop a Saber Dancer, destroying the Murakumo right away. Why would you do that here? I don't think the Murakumo poses enough of a threat to, I don't know. That was an interesting Liger. Okay. From here, I didn't quite catch what he added, but I'm sure we'll see it. I was just so confused by that play here. Now we're going to see the Deception. Well, I guess he would have been able to get a search plus a summon again. But again, I guess, yeah, if you let him try to go for like an SP Little Knight, it could be bad. I don't know. Anyways, here we are going to see Deception activate. Then he tributed the Kusanagi and then added Hollowed. From here, he's going to add back the Prayers. Okay. He can't activate it again, sadly, but it works. Man, I am tired. It's 12 o'clock. I need to hurry up. Hollowed as Amina gets activated. Now he's going to be able to fusion summon using the Deception on the field to summon what? Murcielago. Gotcha. And then he cannot search, unfortunately, but now he has at least some monsters to play with. It looks like he also drew Glaze. You keep it in going second? That's interesting. Summon the Diabell by sending World Crown. Yeah, you're seeing a bunch of stuff if you haven't seen Crane's deck before. Now what? He's going to reveal to Aiden what he knows. So it looks like double prayers. Now he's going to banish for the Dark Magician of Destruction, which again is going to do nothing at the very moment. I guess if he has Glaze, he can summon Red Eyes, and then it can't be destroyed by card effects. But, like, again, I don't know how important that really is. Although he does have 2 bodies here to go for an SP, so perhaps that is worth it, in my opinion, to go harder. And then if he has Orcust stuff, then, you know, he might be able to play through the Liger Dancer here. So here we're gonna, Solemn Strike on the summon of the SP or the effect. I would say probably the effect. From here, Hollowed as Amina add itself back by putting back the Murcielago from the graveyard to the extra deck. Crane's still trying to fight through, but I don't know if it's going to work out for him. Now he's going to normal summon out the Girsu. It's going to be in defense mode, of course, but it doesn't really matter here. He's just using this to link into the Galatea Eye. Galatea Eye effect is going to be able to discard and add if it wants. Aiden should not blow this up because it can summon itself back from the graveyard by banishing a Orcust. So now it looks like he's going to discard a copy of Prayers. But no, he discards the Hollowed as Amina. After all, that was a free search, right? And that's going to search him for I believe, a World Legacy monster or a Orchestrated Babel. Oh, he can add from the graveyard? Oh, that's sick. Now, here's a ruling. I don't know if you guys know it. Whenever a monster in defense mode activates its effect when it's tributed as cost, like let's take this one for example, it can tribute itself to negate a extra deck monster effect on the field. It would still be negated by the Baguska. It doesn't dodge like as if it were a skill drain, because Baguska is not a skill drain. Skill drain just negates the activated effects of monsters that remain face up on the field. But Baguska works in a way where any monster that activates its effect when it was in defense position still gets negated. So World Crown, Lone Fire Blossom, cards like that do not work under Baguska. Now from here we're gonna see Dark Charmer activate its effect to go ahead and summon from Aiden's graveyard. It cannot be any of the fusions, right, except for Perfume Dancer, but like he's just gonna go for the Kaleido Chick. Imagine if he goes Kaleido Chick effect to dump. That would be insane. Okay, Galatea is now going to go ahead and banish the Girsu to go ahead and summon itself, it looks like. Because at this point, all he needs is Boral Sword, right? Yeah, Boral Sword can go ahead and do some work. So now we're going to go ahead and summon out the Galatea. From here, Aiden's going to trigger the second Liger Dancer, sending the Perfume Dancer to the graveyard to go ahead and blow up the field. And I don't think that Crane has much here. So he is going to activate Dark to search. It's going to grab him Harp Horror for follow-up. And then he's going to activate the Glaze of Timaeus, putting back the Dark Magician of Destruction to summon it out. It is not an Omni at the current moment, but it at least can activate its effect later to discard the Harp Horror, you know? But like he has what? Prayers, Harp, prayers as well, potentially, and an unknown. I think he's just trying to survive. But what's going to happen is he's going to just get that Red Eyes run over with the Liger, and then he's going to attack directly for, what, 30, 38 for 3 times for game? Yeah. I just don't know what Creighton's really thinking about. Looks like Creighton's just thinking about setting 2 cards and then passing. Okay. Oh, he still got gas, right? Deception and face to set. That's one thing about Creighton, is he will never quit unless he genuinely sees that it's over. So in his mind, he survives because the Red Eyes can't be destroyed by card effects. He's going to be able to live potentially. And it looks like on the Deception, he decided to try to negate the effect using Harp Horror. He discarded for costs. Okay, you know, I see you. Now he's going to go ahead and pass. And then Aiden paying the maintenance cost for Baguska. All Aiden really has to do, in my opinion, is just go to battle phase, right? He can use Saber Dancer to boost one of these monsters up by 3k. And then it's genuinely game, right? Does he have any more fusions in the extra deck to activate Liger? That's actually a very good question. Here we see Masquerade that he never got last turn. Masquerade is going to dump what? Silverhound? I think it should be Silverhound, but it looks like it's going to go for the Peacock. And then Peacock is going to go ahead and activate its effect to summon back out from the grave. And then Chainlink 2 Masquerade, right? Or nah. Creighton looking to see if he has a response to that. Dominus Impulse. Okay. Looks like that's fine. And then from here, what more do you do? Because perhaps he wanted to go for an IP Mask or an SP Little Knight play, but like I don't know if that was really worth it. Again, I think the game plan is just attack directly. Because you know one of the cards is Deception. The other card is Prayers. If you have a Fusion in the extra deck, you shouldn't have to worry. So Saber banish itself to boost the Liger Dancer in the next to the extra deck by 3k. Put Baguska face up. And then enter battle. Liger Dancer. Attack over the Red Eyes. So that's going to be destroyed by battle. 21. And then 38 again here. I mean, yeah, this is game. So Creighton's going to pack him up and then go on to the next one. Alright, it is game number 3. Either of these players can go ahead and win here at the in this moment. But Aiden does have double Fualo. So perhaps he is going to be able to go ahead and drop him here. Because there is a knowledge check here. And I wonder if you guys will know it. So here on summon, he dumps the Harp Horror. And now Gearsu is going to activate its effect to summon 2 tokens onto the field. And Aiden took no time to put it on the field. This is going to bite him in the ass now. Because he's going to drop a Fua, but he has a monster on the field. Which means he controls a card. Meaning that both of the Fuas in his hand now are dead. Ouch. Yeah. So, that is the thing about Gearsu, is that a lot of people don't know that that card is just genuinely good against cards like Imperm, Impulse, Purge, Fualos, Perulia. So keep that in mind in the future if you play against Orcust. If they summon Gearsu and they activate the effect to summon tokens, chain whatever you can there before it's too late. Ideally you imperm if you have it on the activation effect to dump. So yeah, Gearsu is going to go ahead and well, I'm sorry, Creighton's going to use one of the tokens for the Galatea Eye, discard the Mirror to grab Babel, Harp Horde to summon Nightmare, and now Link to make the other Galatea. From here, Galatea put back to go ahead and set the Crescendo. Just having access to like a Omni Negate counter trap is just really good here. I think that is underestimated by a lot. So From here, we're going to go ahead and now see him link 3 after setting into the long Girsu. Long Girsu doing nothing, right? Yeah, so now he's going to go summon Galatea, activate the effect to summon, and then link off into the Enel Girsu. And now he has Nightmare to go ahead and dump either World 1 or Skeleton. Now, my question is he going to just end on Orcust stuff, or does he have more? Here we see him summon Galatea. Now he summons Dingirsu. Dingirsu is going to go ahead and attach the Skeleton. And then we're going to see Enel Girsu. He's going to put back a Girsu from the hand and then shuffle back a card to the deck to go ahead and take the token. At this point, Aiden probably should activate a Fuwalos, and he will. Because now this prevents Creighton from going to IP unless he wants to give him a draw. And I think one draw here is very worth it. So perhaps Creighton should have dropped the other one. But he could always save the other one for the next turn, right? So now we see Creighton set a card, which is likely a Dominus Impulse, and then passes. Now from here we see, oh my god, the third Fua activated, or at least drawn, and then he's gonna activate Fua 1 and then Fua 2 in the draw phase, hopefully. Yeah, I mean, the thing is that Creighton doesn't have to play into the Fua here, because this calls Desperation. Here we see Gold Leo activate its effect to search and discard. It's probably in his best interest to activate Crescendo, but he does let it go, and that gets him Black Sheep. From here, I guess he really can just wait, right? Yeah, he can. He discards Yellow Martin, and now Yellow Martin is going to activate its effect. Chainlink to Gold Leo, or just the Yellow Martin? Looks like he will add back the Yellow Martin. This does signal him doing pretty good here then, because this is chain blocking the effect after all. Now he's going to activate Lunalight Fusion. This is essentially Shaddoll Fusion in a way. But he is going to activate the Impulse. Now he can go ahead and activate the Black Sheep to go ahead and search for a Poly. That gets hit with Ash Blossom. That is rough. And now from here, it looks like he's going to link into Almirage. Yep. And then what? Passes? That's unfortunate. I think here, yeah, he's just going to activate the effect to add and then potentially steal. And then he's going to activate Galatea to summon. From here, Galatea discard the Nightmare to go ahead and grab a World Legacy monster. Because he already has Babel, unless he plays multiple. So that's going to add the World one. And I mean, the only way that Aiden could have really continued playing is if he had, like, what, 2 heavy polys? Yeah. Girsu attach back to Skeleton after summoning it back with the Skeleton. Activate Nightmare to dump a Harp Horror. Harp Horror can then use its effect to summon Girsu. Girsu to dump another Nightmare. Right? That does give Aiden, though, some draws. But if Creighton does all of this in the end phase, then Aiden is not really going to be able to play at all anyways. So that dumps another Harp Horror for the next turn. And then he draws for turn. So Creighton doing this in the end phase, really smart. This is going to be game, right? Activate the Galatea to add a World 1. And then, no, not World 1, the Crown. World 1 effect to summon out the Crown, and then he can go Boral Sword, and then that's game, right? So, like, yeah, that's just unfortunate. And Aiden, seeing that he failed to secure the victory, is going to go ahead and scoop him up. So, Creighton winning Epic Friday night. Truly, no one slops harder than him. So, thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you guys want to participate in tournaments just like this and you are in the DFW area, please head on over to Hearst, Texas on Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday nights, where we host Yu-Gi-Oh! At 7 p.m. We hope to see you there. Thank you and have a wonderful day.